In this video, I want to show you how to get the best kind of results, make the best progress from your time here at SF Fitness. So in an email there that I wrote, we're talking about looking at using the InBody as a measure of kind of how effective your plan is. And that's based on your exercise plan, but also then what happens outside of here is essentially what we call your recovery. Does your body recover enough to actually give you the results that you want? But the first and foremost is to make sure you're actually stimulating your body to actually make changes. So when we're doing resistance training, there's a principle of resistance training. It's called progressive overload. And that basically just means that as you go through a program, the idea is to progressively overload the muscle, not do the same thing all the time, because doing the same thing all the time actually underloads the muscle. So here's an example. If we use 6 kilos, and let's say we were doing like a bench press, and we do 10 reps, and we do 3 sets of that, you've just told your body you're capable of doing 6 kilos for 10 reps for 3 sets. So a total of 30 reps. And there's a thing called total volume load, which is essentially we multiply 30 by 6 kilos. And what it means is we've lifted 180 kilos in weight over the 3 sets of 10. Now, that's not hugely important to kind of know, but Bridge actually does calculate that for you. But what's really important to know is that if you do that again and again and again, that'll get easier and easier and easier, which is great. A lot of people say, oh, I like when my exercise gets easier. The problem with easier means is your body uses less energy to do it. So by using less energy to do it, it means you're burning fewer calories. It means you're not stimulating any sort of fitness or strength increases in the body anymore. So it's important to realize that we can't stay at the same thing over and over again. It's not the exercise, it's how you do the exercise and then what happens after. So how to progress on this, and again, it's understandable that we can be nervous in terms of, oh, I'm not sure if I'm able to increase the weight, and we kind of don't know. So there's a kind of a thing we use called reps in reserve, or IR. And basically means is how many more could we have done when we finish these 10? So we do a set of 10, how many more could we have done? If your answer is, I'm not sure, maybe 1 or 2, that was very hard. Well, then I'd recommend staying at the same weight and kind of just getting better at the exercise and kind of working through that. After another session, that 1 or 2 will invariably turn to 2 or 3. Once we're at a 2 or 3, you've got 2 options. 1, you can increase the weight, or 2, if you're unsure again, is we test it out. So how many more do you think you could have done? Maybe 2 or 3, I'm not sure. Okay, well, let's test it out. See how we go. So we do what's called an AMRAP, as many reps as possible. And so we get 10 and kind of push on. Now, generally, when we take someone through an AMRAP, they invariably, if they were going for 10, they invariably get kind of like 15 or something. And we all stop the set and say, okay, that's enough. Let's increase the weight for the next set. So if we can get 3 more, you're definitely well able for a weight increase. Now, when we go up in weight, as I said, let's say this for a bench press. So for the upper body, you want to go up in the smallest weights possible. So going from 6 to using one of the magnets we can stick on the dumbbells to 6.6 kilos. Once you've gone up in weight, is always remember that that 10 is a maximum, not a minimum number, okay? So when we prescribe the reps to you, that's the target. But once we're achieving that target, we then have to increase the weight and kind of make change, ensure that we're kind of stimulating the muscles enough in the body enough. So if we go up to 6.6, is you don't have to get 10. Doesn't matter how many you get in the first set. But let's say you go and you do it for 8 times and you do 3 sets of them. The next time then you come in, the goal is to get more than those 24 reps. So just get 25. Get 1 set of 9 and 2 sets of 8. As long as you go up in at least 1 repetition, you're going to make progress. You're stimulating your body. You're doing more than you did the last time. And then you're telling your body, we want to get stronger. By doing that, you're going to look after your muscle to the best possible way that you can. And this can be a nice gradual kind of process over long. So you're not absolutely, as I said, you're not going to hit 10 or 8 and complete and utter what we call failure, where you like red in the face and you're about to explode and your head's about to pop or anything like that. You don't need to do that. That will be going to 0. I cannot physically do any more. Complete and utter exhaustion. We're going nowhere near that. So by going for this 2 to 3, and then increasing the weight, we know that we're well capable of that weight increase. And then the goal is if we're at 3 sets of 8, is to build it up. If the prescribed reps are 10, we then kind of aim for over time is get that 25. The next session we might do 27, and then the next session we might do 30. That means each session we've now increased what we've done. We've stimulated the muscle enough to make the changes that we're looking for. And then when you step on the in-body, you're going to see the benefits from that, provided you're recovering from that, which I kind of talked about in another email. Again, once you're able to do 3 sets of 10 at the new weight, you then look at increasing that weight and going up, repeating the process again and again and again. And that way, you're going to make the best changes for yourself and make the best progress, both mentally and physically on it. So if you have any questions on this, please do let me know. Just keep in mind that kind of reps in reserve. How many more could I have done? And looking at what you did the last time and trying to improve it by at least one repetition. That's all we're looking for each and every time. And then it says you're ready for a weight increase. You go up in weight and repeat the process.